Hello friends! This is an exciting video for me because there are two things that I love to buy. One of them is plants and the other one is baby carriers. I love woven wraps and slings and soft structured carriers. It is just, I have kind of a problem with those things. I have done many videos in the past on the benefits of baby wearing and my favorite kind of carriers. I've tried so many different companies as well through the course of all 6 of my babies and wearing them all. And with my 5th baby, I came across a company that I really loved the design. I really loved the pattern that it came in, and it had such great reviews, and so I took a chance with this company in India and ordered my first woven wrap from them. And I was head over heels in love ever since. And that has been the company that I have stuck with through my 5th baby, wearing him, and now with my 6th, and I just think they are the most incredible woven wraps that I have ever encountered. As a weaver myself, I am a little bit picky and critical of you know, different kinds of woven textiles, different types of patterns and the quality, and I have never been disappointed with Almitra Tattva. I wanted to do this video dedicated to this new product that Almitra Tattva put out. It is their new soft structured carrier. It's called Yoga. And the reason why I wanted to specifically talk about this carrier is because it has taken everything that I love about different kinds of carriers and wraps and has put them into one. Almitra Tattva has come out with this new soft structured carrier that is a full wrap conversion that has pretty much all of the wonderful things from a woven wrap and all the wonderful things that I absolutely loved from a soft structured carrier, and put them into this incredible new product. So first of all, I'm going to show you the new carrier. This is it. This is the Yoga, and it is in my favorite woven wrap design, which is Auronee, which is kind of their tribal geometric pattern design. I fell in love with the woven wrap. It was one of the first wraps that I purchased from Almitra Tattva. It's a little wrinkled because I use it often. And the colors are just incredible. The thing that I love so much about this particular woven wrap is the thickness, the wonderful texture of this particular one. This is 100% cotton, and yet it's thinner than the rest of their woven wraps. I mention this because the Yoga carrier that I have from Almitra Tattva and the Auronee has all those same characteristics that the woven wrap has, being a full conversion, and it is just, it's so soft and so floppy, and all of those wonderful things that you would want from a full wrap conversion, but you would have to kind of work for. You have to really work out the carrier to get it to be this comfortable. And it is like this straight out of the bag. And I say straight out of the bag because they send it to you in this really great bag that looks like a yoga mat carrier. And I think that's just so cool. But this is just, it's like that sweater that you don't ever want to take off. It is so comfortable and light and beautiful and soft. And to be honest with you, when I put my daughter Astrid in it, she just turned 1, she just does not want to get out of it. She wants to be in this thing all the time, and that is not the case for just about any other baby carrier out there. She will put up with it for a while, take a nap in it, but she asks to be put in this. I mentioned too that this company is out of India, and I think a lot of people may be a little bit nervous to order from India, thinking that it would take 2 weeks or something like that to get to you. Every single one of the products that I have ordered from Almitra Tattva has showed up in my mailbox within just a few days. And so they do a great job of getting things shipped out quickly, and then they use a great mail carrier. I don't remember what it was, but it came fast. So don't be turned off by the fact that it is from overseas. One of the things that I loved about my Ergo too is that it was so versatile. And that is part of what makes the Yoga so incredible. So the Yoga you can use as a front carry, a back carry. You can do the hip carry by just unsnapping the straps. You could do that with the Ergo as well. And you can also unsnap the straps and do a cross back if you don't like them just straight back on your back. However, with the standard Ergo, you had to have an insert for the newborn. With the Yoga, you do not. And they've done some really smart designing here. They have this strap on the front, the bottom of the front by the waistband, that they call the minimizer. And it does just that. You pull the strap and it cinches in the front of the carrier. If you can see that, I've kind of pulled it in there. So that allows for it to be smaller and kind of hold the newborn up higher, which is what you want. You know, if you have a newborn, the reason why Ergo has this kind of funnel cone-shaped thing that goes inside of their carrier is so that it can set the baby up and they can have their legs you know, uncramped in there and not spread so wide, because of course you want it ergonomically correct, and you need that M shape, and with newborns, you know, it's really hard to get them in a position like that, and it's not really good for their hips, but you need to have them in a position that is good for their hips and doesn't put a lot of pressure on their feet. And there's so many different little things, and I know if you're into baby wearing, you have heard all of these. There are lots of videos on this. I have gone over them in past videos. I'm not going to go over it in this video, but the reasoning for having this minimizer is so that you can have the newborn in a much better position that is much safer. The other thing that they so brilliantly put in on this to also make it more comfortable and safe for the newborn is they have these straps on either side of the waistband. So you can see right here, they're just these straps. And what it is you can pull them and actually cinch in the wrap on the waistband. So it's the actual wrap is around the waistband, and you can cinch it in with these straps so that it makes the body part more narrow. Because you are also able to make it more narrow, so I'm gonna hold it up here so you can maybe see how it's cinched in here. Because you can make it narrower here, you can also wear them facing outwards on your front. Now, a lot of people say don't ever wear your baby facing outwards. I know that there are a lot of mixed opinions on that. There are some carriers that are specifically built for being able to wear a baby facing outwards. They are built in a way that will allow for that M shape so that their, you know, bottom hangs lower and their knees are up, and that is definitely how a baby should be sitting. And with this being narrower, you are supposedly able to get that proper alignment while wearing your baby facing out. Now, this is not something that I've tried. I've never worn my babies facing out. I've always just assumed that it was not good for them. However, I am excited to maybe give it a go. It's not something I've ever felt like I needed to do, but to try it and see how that works with this being more narrow and allowing for that proper alignment of the baby. But with this minimizer strap and being able to make this carrier more narrow, I think that is absolutely brilliant. I'm so shocked nobody's ever done that before, and it makes all the difference, because you can buy this and use it for a child 8 pounds up. I just think it's incredible without having to buy any extra added stuff. And you can really manipulate this carrier to fit your baby and the comfort of your baby, and then of course your comfort. It has all of the same wonderful straps and padding that I love so much in my Ergo. The shoulder straps are pretty much the exact same in terms of their placement and the amount of padding. There is a little bit of difference in the waist strap. It is a little bit thicker, and I love that. I don't know if it's just because of my organic Ergo has just been worn so much that the waist padding has gone down quite a bit. But I do really, really love how thick, and it's not obnoxiously thick, it's just perfectly thick, that this new yoga waistband padding is. It's just wonderful. It doesn't, I mean, it just doesn't feel like you're really even carrying the baby. The other differences are there is, as you can see, no pocket on the back. That was one of the things that I didn't like about the Ergo. And as a matter of fact, there's no pockets anywhere. And I like that. You know, I carry a purse and I have pockets in my pants. And so I really don't feel a need to have a pocket on my carrier. Speaking of purse, they do have this really neat strap on here as well on one of the shoulders. It's the right shoulder, that you can put your purse strap on and snap it in place so that it doesn't fall off. I have that problem all the time with wearing any of my wraps or soft structured carriers or anything where my purse just falls right off because of the padding on my shoulder. The other thing that's a little bit different is how the cover, so if your baby falls asleep and you have the wonderful cover that goes over their heads, it's a little bit different in that you pull it down and there are two snaps, and then there is this hook. So you can put it through the hook and then snap it down. And I don't have any, opinion on how that works. I mean, it's worked great for me. I've used it many times. My daughter is, like I said, 1, and she falls asleep often in this because it's so comfortable, and it works great. So it's just a little bit different than how the Ergo is. The Ergo has, lots of different snaps down the strap. There are, of course, padding around where the legs come out, and it's very nice and generous padding that is very comfortable for my baby, and I've never even seen any lines on her legs from it. So it comes with this instruction manual, and it walks you through all the different positions and all the different carries that you can use with this carrier. It teaches you how to use that minimizing strap that, again, is new to them, and then also how to make the body more narrow so that you can use it for a smaller child or for a front-facing carry. Like I said, I pretty much got rid of all my other wraps to buy Almitra Tattva's wraps because I loved them so much. And now I get to put my Ergo away, which I've had for years and years and years, because no other new soft structured carrier has, in my opinion, been better. And I've never been able to find a full wrap conversion that I really loved. I mean, those of you who love baby carriers as well know that they are very, very expensive, and I haven't found one that I loved. And so now I have the benefit of my favorite baby wraps, these beautiful Almitra Tattva, works of art, and then have them in a soft structured carrier that is so versatile. It's just kind of a dream come true. So I wanted to show you, right now they just released the Auronee, which is this one, and this is my most favorite of Almitra Tattva's designs. And like I said, I have that in the woven wrap as well. One of the other ones that they have available is in, I think, one of their most popular. This is the Auronee. This, I believe, was the very first wrap that I purchased from Almitra Tattva. I saw it, I fell in love with it. I thought it was just such a beautiful design, and It's fantastic. It's a little bit thicker than the Auronee. It is like a heavier cotton, but still so incredibly soft and floppy and wonderful. And so, you know, as much as I love their new yoga, I might have to invest in the yoga carrier in this design because it is gorgeous. I feel like they have thought about everything. It's like they took all of the soft structured carriers on the market and picked all of the wonderful things about them and put it into the yoga. That's just kind of how I feel about this. It's just so versatile and so comfortable and so pretty. Like I said, they took all of those different aspects and put it into the one, and I am just blown away by it. So I was just really excited to share this with you because, like I said, with the reviews that I've done and all the videos that I've done on baby wearing and how incredible it is, to be able to find a carrier that's so versatile and so beautiful and so comfortable and have it all be in one is, believe it or not, it really is. We're so lucky to have this. And the people at Almitra Tattva are just incredible. I have purchased quite a few things from them, and their customer service has just been amazing. And like I said, their shipping is very fast, their quality is wonderful, and so I just really cannot say enough wonderful things about this company or about this new product that they have. If you have any questions, let me know. I have been using it for a few weeks now, and I have yet to come up with an issue. So I wanted to be able to give you guys a really honest and solid review of this before I got on and started explaining how to use it and what I love about it. And I really cannot find anything that I would say negative about this wonderful carrier. Well, I hope this was helpful. I tried to give as thorough and honest of a review as I could of this beautiful carrier. If you are on the fence and trying to decide whether or not to buy this carrier or comparing different carriers, I just do not have enough wonderful things to say about this. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So if you have any questions about this particular carrier, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to try to answer them. And until next time, be well.